I've been coming to the project through Stuart's input, who wanted second advice from the building biology point of view, what steps to take to make this a healthy and healthier environment. So building biology is a German philosophy which focuses primarily on the health of the occupants of a building, and also at the secondary impact of maybe the environmental sides of things. So we call it a holistic approach. I specifically looked at materials and electromagnetic radiation as a problematic. So then was a case of working together with the architect and the client to work out the material selection. Bedrooms are the most important rooms of our house. Therefore, we would like to reduce the exposure as much as we can. In the bed area like this, it's very important to run wiring away from the bed head. In this particular building, we done two precautions. We ran the cables away from the bed head by just coming up to the top, and then also install what we call power demand switches, which turn off the circuits automatically as the last light source is being turned off. Mm-hmm. So when we look at this building here, the bedrooms are just above there, and they actually control the circuits going through the floor, which otherwise, if we wouldn't look at that, would affect still the bedroom upstairs or the bed upstairs. So, and therefore you needed two circuits to take in consideration to really make that an EMR-free environment up there. So in a very healthy house, we'll actually have a vapor open house. And an airtight house like this is quite hard to achieve in a lot of cases. So we're using timber in most cases on the walls, which are vapor permeable. But also the paint is actually helping with that as well, because the paint is vapor open. So there's a permeability of moisture and toxins and that sort of stuff going through the wall and being exchanged from inside out. So we call the system a breathing wall system. But it's not necessarily that our walls have got lungs but it's basically vapor permeable. And exchanges moisture inside and outside, and the moisture content being one of the important factors of a healthy built environment. Internet cabling, that is part of the electromagnetic environment. So this house is completely wired with Cat6 cables, which reduces or which eliminates potential wireless radiation emitted in the house from your modem.
Okay, Mike. So we're in the kitchen. Just briefly explain to me the consultation that you touched on for this part of the house.
It was basically the same thing as before. We looked at indoor air quality, and therefore the paint finishes and the floor finishes are very important. In this case, the benchtop, for example, is made out of recycled timber being finished with natural finish. Very important, and 2 different or 3 different aspects of anti-static charges are not been happening, which you would have on synthetic surfaces, and also, of course, no emissions from chemicals of these naturally treated timber surfaces.
A good design will allow natural fluxes of fresh air all year round and still maintain comfortable temperatures and access to the outdoors all at once. In essence, careful research and planning provide for healthiest outcomes for a green and ergonomic space. Happy planning!